as we have another day of pitching the media at the National Publicity Summit. It's a very interesting thing that a friend of mine turned me on to, and it is basically National Publicity Summit. They get together a whole group, 75, 80 different media people from TV shows, podcasts, national radio, magazines, papers, etc. And you get a chance to pitch them your idea, your book, your whatever it is that you want to talk about, that you want to get out into the world. But it's a very intensive process where you're doing it for, like 4.5 hours. Each day you're doing it and you get through maybe your pitch's time is super short, only 2 minutes that you have to talk. And you maybe pitch 13 different media personalities in a day, but you're also in a group with other people. So, they're like 5 other people too. So they're running through their pitches as well in like a Zoom room. And I have to say, it is exhausting. I am not a person who likes to pitch anything. I much prefer to come on and just chat with you guys. And, so anyway, it starts at 10 a.m. today. So that's why I'm going on early, even though it's a Saturday. Hi. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Guiz, how are you? So, but it's been interesting. So I've done 2 days of this so far. They kind of do a day and then they have a day in between and then another day. And so today is like the 3rd day to do it. And so my partner, I guess you could say, my boyfriend, he was so sweet. He was watching me, kind of listening to me pitch from the other room and telling me, that he was amazed at just the fact that he could tell that it was super exhausting for me and I didn't like doing it, but that, I still got up, showed up, did it, and, just kept doing it. And like, he could tell a big difference from the first day I did it, second day I did it. So hopefully we'll get better. But why did I want to talk about that? It's because there's often going to be things that we have to do for our business or for our work or for our mission that is maybe something we don't like. Maybe we're not good at it. And, but we just have to try again. We just get in there and just do it, right? And by doing it, by just sheer practice. Hi, Jay. Nice to see you. By just sheer practice, we get better at. Hey, Heidi. So we're not going to be great at it to start with. And I've talked about this before, right? The secret of real confidence is not, trying to have a pretend confidence that you're already good at something you've never done before, but knowing that you can learn and you can get better with practice. So that means showing up and talking, and even when it doesn't, even when it doesn't feel good, it doesn't feel comfortable, it feels really awkward, you still just do it. And then the next day you make notes and you get a bit better and you do it again. And then you make notes and you get a bit better and you do it again, right? Each day you make progress. It starts to feel a little more natural, starts to feel a little easier. But without that practice, without doing it, you'll never get there. So don't be afraid when you're trying to do something. Before we started, he was trying to get me to pitch to him before I started doing any of them. And it was just so embarrassing for me. I just didn't want to like try pitching him at all, right? I didn't want to practice. It was so embarrassing. Thank you, Jay. He says, looking pretty. Hey, Marco. So, it's kind of funny, right? That, here I get on live and I talk to you guys every day, but I'm actually doing this to practice so that I feel more comfortable going on camera. And pitching is a whole other thing though, right? You're putting yourself out there, you're talking about, this is, my idea for your show or whatever that is. And then you get their feedback, guys, I think that might be a good fit or whatever. It just feels especially difficult for me because, they want you to pitch in sound bites and you have to have this kind of very catchy title thing or, it's helpful if it's like, it's helpful if it's kind of gimmicky, right? And I'm not very good at that. I'm not very good at coming up with catchy sound bites or gimmicky kinds of things. And a lot of the stuff that I talk about is, hey, Mike, how's it going, man? A lot of the stuff I talk about is not always the fun foo-foo, 5 ways to make the best lasagna or 10 ways to, whatever that is. So that's a lot of stuff that media time oftentimes wants, right? They want it to be kind of fun, and sometimes some of these are celebrity magazines, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna say for some kind of celebrity magazine other than to explain what went wrong in that celebrity breakup because they didn't follow the right principles. But yeah, so it's interesting, and you have to kind of switch the pitch for each person because each person is, they have a totally different topic. One might be a caregiver magazine, one might be a celebrity magazine, one might be a true crime show. Like, it's just very, very random. Mike says lawyers get paid by the word, not pithy sound bites. Yes, so that is not my strength at all. And so try to learn to have some kind of, and this is something I need to practice because if I'm going to be doing interviews, and I will be doing interviews, I should say, I have to practice having those sound bites that actually can get across the message I want to express, but not take a lot of time. So that's one of the hardest things in the world to do. And if someone is good at that, then, I salute you. One of my favorite quotes was, I think it was Ben Franklin, who after writing a letter to one of his friends said, "I apologize, this is so long. If I had more time, I could have made it shorter." So that's really what it is. It's the hardest thing to do is to make something short that still gets across the message. But that's not really what I want to talk about. What I was talking about was just sometimes, the most important thing we can do is get out of our comfort zone and just go do it, right? So like for me, pitching this, hey, Olivera. So for me, pitching these media people is totally outside my comfort zone. I don't like pitching. I don't like selling. I don't like, but show up, do it again, do it again, do it again, right? And I think each day, I should say, I probably get a little bit better at it. And so, I'm still not great at it. I still see other people doing it who I think are, they've really got that that kind of cute soundbite thing down better than I do. Or, they've nailed what they want to talk about. And for me, it's like I've got 24 possible topics that I could talk about, right? All based on this type of framework, right? It could be talking for teens or talking for adults or talking for people dealing with the medical system, or, there's just, because it can apply to anything, sometimes it seems overly broad. Hi, Kawan. Hi, Jim. So anyway, I just want to encourage you that if you feel like you're not good at something, right? Like I'm not very good at this pitching stuff, then sometimes you just got to do it anyway. Like I signed up, I paid for it, and show up and just keep doing it. And the next day you do better, and the next day you're going to do better. And even if it feels uncomfortable and awkward and exhausting, but if you're doing it for the purpose, and what is my purpose? My purpose is to get this out and to help the most people that I can, to really help people to understand these principles and claim their lives, reclaim their lives, then you know what? I'm going to do it. You got to get uncomfortable sometimes. You just got to power through, grit your teeth, show up, right? There are times when that's all you can do. And you will get better, I promise. The first time might be really crappy, and then you'll make some more notes, and the next time you'll do better, the next time you'll do better. And that's how we get confidence, and that's how we get good at stuff. We don't get good at stuff by being good at it the first time we do it. That's just not how it works, right? We would like to think that, but that's really not how it works. We get good at it with practice, and that's where we get our self-confidence from. So anyway, I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing Saturday, that you are not working all day like I am today, and that you go have some fun. All right. I know today was an early one, but that's because this pitch summit starts at 10. So I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day. All right. Nice to see you, Mike. Let me know if you're going to be going to OMG in July. I'll see you guys. Bye.